is time for your weekly breakdown on the latest in entertainment, sports, pop culture, and all things Milwaukee. This is Nothing But the Truth with Melanie Ricks. Now streaming on 1017 The Truth YouTube with the witty banter, latest trends on social media, and hottest celebrity topics, here is Melanie Ricks.
Hey, what's up? Okay, yeah, okay. What's up? Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, what's up? We trying to do something different to this beat. I don't know why, but I'ma go ahead and ride like I don't know how high can I go? You know I can fly, yeah, all the way to the sky, that's right. All right, I'm gonna stop, because I don't want to start getting silly with it. I don't want people to think I don't got bars. This is always freestyle.
We know you got bars, man. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of wanted a piece of that.
You wanted a piece of that?
I wanted a piece of that, man.
You wanted a piece of that?
Hold on. We in the stew.
Yeah.
About to get the truth.
Woo.
Melanie Ricks, come with the hits. Hey, we with the Bucks. Don't make crack the blick. Hey, come through, hit 'em up.
Hey.
The Indiana Pacers. Get 'em, face up. Yeah, pressure. Oh. Woo. Yeah. Talk to me. Woo.
Walk with me.
Yeah. Hey. Let's go.
It's funny.
Let's go.
Because I do the walk and
Let's go.
I hardly even walk.
Up.
Okay, Ben.
Let's
I see
go.
you. I see you.
Let's go.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, Ben said, let's go. I guess I'ma go ahead and go all the way to the flow. I don't know, but I know that's a no. So why don't y'all go ahead and give me some more? I want some more of that. Yeah, you know I want some more. You know I can't go ahead and take it all the way to the stove. And so here I'ma go. He said I gotta go. I guess I gotta go.
Okay.
Not us riding the beat out. I'm done with that.
Hey, that's what you do when you're a professional.
Shout out to DJ Brother Z.
Yeah.
We have too much fun in the stew.
Yeah.
Whew. What's up, y'all? Welcome to Nothing But the Truth with Melanie Ricks. Shout out to Benjamin getting it lit in the producer booth. How you doing, Benjamin?
Amazing.
Love that for you. Got the vibrato, got the bars. He's telling us to go. It must be summertime. It's giving summertime vibes. It's giving Gemini season. And doesn't someone have a birthday coming up?
That's what I'm talking about.
Doesn't someone have a birthday coming
up? Give me that energy.
Come on now.
I need it.
Come on now. Come on.
Yes. Truth Nation. Everybody out there watching right now, look, you know, your boy Benjamin's birthday is June 6th. It's this Friday.
2
okay.
days.
Yeah, just in
48
2 days.
hours.
Actually, less than 48 hours.
True.
We talking,
True.
keeping it real.
True.
You know what I'm saying? It's about 30 hours around this month.
And speaking of 30, wait, well, you're going to be not 30 plus 2, but you know,
we here with it.
30 plus 3. You're going to be 33.
I'll be 33.
Wow, Jesus here.
My Jesus year. Y'all know what it is. So, yeah, man, I can wait for it, but at the same time, I can't wait for it. All right, I'm going to have some fun this weekend, so
I love that for you. You outside this weekend?
I'm outside.
Oh,
and so many, because you know, and this is the thing about life, man. This is the thing about life when you live long enough.
Uh-oh.
All right? Hit them with some old folks saying, when you live long enough, you see some stuff. Right? And some things align, right? Some things align when it's in your DNA.
Okay.
You know, when it's in your DNA, Melanie Ricks, some things align for you.
Talk to me, K-Dot.
Yeah. Oh, it is so interesting that you bring Kendrick Lamar up. It's so interesting you bring Kendrick Lamar up, Mel, because Kendrick Lamar is here in Chicago. He will be in Chicago this Friday.
Yes, he will.
You know who's going to turn up with that man?
Who's going to turn up with him?
Your boy Benjamin.
No, he not.
Yeah, Benjamin finna be down there. I'm down there in Chi-Town.
Come on, Ben.
All right, for my birthday. Lil Wayne's also dropping the Carter 6 on my birthday. So, you know, I can't be any more happier than when hip-hop has aligned with your boy Benjamin. It really makes my life go around. You know what I'm saying? So thank you to God for allowing me to live on this earth for so long and see so many beautiful things and all the opportunities that you have in store for me. Thank you so much, God.
Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Yes, Lord.
Yes, he will.
Come on now.
He will.
God is good all the time.
All the time, God is good.
Come on,
yes,
praise
he
him.
is.
Praise
yes,
him.
he is.
No, I actually really do love that, because you're right. That's total and complete alignment if there ever was one. I love that for you, Ben. I'm serious.
That's all I'm saying.
That makes me happy.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, the weekend vibes. That's what it is. Birthday vibes all day. Chi-Town don't know what's coming.
Yeah.
You feel me? So just know when you feel the vibrations pick up, just know that Ben Jammin is in town.
Yup,
You heard me?
It ain't the subway, it's Ben Jammin'. You feel me? It ain't the subway vibrating for y'all. It's your boy Ben Jammin'. You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
I'm gonna go down to Chi-Town and rock it out.
Come on now.
You know,
so what's your favorite mode of transportation? Because personally, I like taking the train to Chicago. I'm a train in and train out kind of gal.
Now, what is your thing about the trains?
I don't know. It's something that it takes me to a simpler time.
In life?
In life. And what's funny is I didn't take the train like that as a child. So I don't know why, Ben, but I'm telling you, when it comes to like, let's say these are the options, right? You could drive. You could Uber. You could fly, that nice little 12-minute flight from here to Chicago.
All that could be happening.
You know, shoot, you could even you could paddle boat there. I think you can.
You damn near could.
Yes,
You know
I know you could.
real?
Absolutely, you can.
So wait, are you talking about you can go down like maybe the Summerfest ground somewhere? Somebody got a boat down that way.
Somebody got a boat down that way.
And we'll take you to Chi-Town.
You know what? I gotta be honest, Ben, because I don't know my rivers and creeks.
Okay, now, I mean, every body of water connects. You know, all waterways connect to some degree.
Facts. So,
you know, because as soon as you leave the Milwaukee River, you go into Lake Michigan.
No, exactly. Lake Michigan also goes through Chicago. So
it could get you to Michigan as well. You know
yes,
what I'm saying?
it very much
on
can.
That type of time.
Exactly.
You know,
but
it's interesting.
we're not always on that type of time. What I'm on, the time I'm on is usually chugga chugga choo choo time. And for whatever reason, I don't know why, I love taking the train to Chicago. And I think it's because I love to go shopping there.
Yeah.
And Ben, I'm telling you, there's nothing better than hopping on that 6:30, that 7:30, one of those earlier trains, so you can just relax. You sleep on the way there. You get there, where they it's like a corner bakery right at the Union Station. Yes, bro, it's right there on the corner.
You love the process.
I love it's the whole thing. And then Michigan Avenue is right there. All the shops are close by. Ben, you go and have yourself a day. Go get some lunch. Go do whatever you want to do. Hop back on that train. And not only that, I took the train to a wedding before. And I was back. There's I want to say either an 11 o'clock or like a 11:30 midnight train that comes back to Milwaukee from Chicago.
Train.
Yes, back to Milwaukee. So you could go have a day and be back in your bed by 1 a.m.
Dang, no, that's beautiful.
It is.
You know, and dang, see, Mel, this is why we be having these conversations, because now I really want to go real deep. And I want to say why I think that you actually love doing the trains, bro.
Tell me.
I'm not ChatGPT or anything. I'm not a psychic.
Uh-oh.
I know you get into your psychic bag, but because honestly.
Does it say something about me that I like taking the train?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. This is your boy Ben Jammin speaking from his heart. All right, because one thing that I love to do, I don't get on the trains. I don't get on the trains.
That's okay.
Actually, I do like getting on the trains. I've been to a few trains or whatever, but I never did the Chicago train.
Really?
I'm from Racine. People always talk about it. Never done it.
Really?
However, one thing that I truly love to do is hop on a city bus from time to time.
Okay, that's another option.
I love to hop on a good city bus, man. And
how many would you have to connect though to get? I mean,
Chicago or something?
Yeah.
Hell if I know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know the routes.
Hey, facts. If I'm taking a bus to Chicago, it's probably the Greyhound or something.
Oh, facts. Facts.
I
That's
don't
another
know if
way.
the city bus gonna get you there.
True. I don't think it will. Just giving you're gonna have to hop from a different city bus to another.
Yeah, you just going round and round on that thing.
Nah.
But no, honestly, like how you had said it and had prefaced it before when you talked about the idea of taking a train just makes things feel that much more simpler.
Yeah, it's a simple life.
It's the simple life. And when I hop on a bus, that's kind of how I feel. Like a lot of times, even when I do hop on a bus, I find it so inspiring. And maybe one of the reasons why is because it's a technique for me to be grounding, right? I'm kind of grounding myself in reality. Like, not everybody gets to hop in a car, and drive their vehicle, right? A car is essentially a luxury.
It is a luxury.
And if you got my car, it's definitely a luxury.
Period.
Okay, but with that being said, going and hop on a city bus just makes me feel like, damn, Ben, don't forget where you came from. Don't forget where you came from.
It humbles you.
Yeah, it definitely does. And from time to time, I'll be down at Racine, and I'll just hop on the bus. I'll hop on the bus. Yeah. I'll go to the transit center, get off at the transit center, go through the north side of Racine, and just look through the bus windows, and I soak up all of that just good memories and good inspiration from around the neighborhoods I've been around in Racine. I'll do those types of things. Just again, like I said before, it's grounding and it makes me feel good in some way, shape, or form. Like, therapeutic for myself. You know, so is that how you feel when it comes down to a train?
So I love that you broke that down like that, because, man, it just goes to show how different we are as human beings. Because when I tell you right now, every step of what you just described to me stressed me out. I have so much anxiety right now. Like when you took that deep breath, I was like, I can hardly breathe. Like, right. I don't know. There's something about the bus that stresses me out because I've never been good at bus routes. I've never been good at like knowing like which way I'm supposed to go. And I can't tell you how many times I've been walking my dogs and somebody will be trying to get on the hop and they'll say, hey, do you know which route the hop goes to get me to? And I'm like, bruh, I would rather do algebra right now in my head than figure out with you which route you should take. Like, I don't know why bus routes and buses in general, they have always been just kind of like my, it's like a dark spot in my mind. Yeah. I don't know. There's nothing there. The light bulb doesn't come on. The light bulb doesn't come on, Ben.
But I mean, some of them are just a one route. You know, I could see if you have to. Like,
but guess who's gonna mess it up?
You?
Me. I'm the one. I will mess it up. But a train, easy peasy. Just hop right on it.
So let me ask you this thing, because
not a dark spot.
I took the trains in New York, right? I took a train from New Jersey.
Hey, Zach.
I took a train from New Jersey to New York.
Did you take the train or did you take the subway?
No, I took the train.
Okay,
it was a train from Jersey that took me to like Penn Station, which Penn Station connected me over to like Manhattan and whatever.
Yeah.
Bro,
classic.
You talking about being stressed?
Oh, that was stressful?
Too stressful. Because I'm trying to look at Google Maps. Trying to see if it's going to connect me.
GPS the train.
And that was just really, really difficult for me. I felt like, you know, I had got left in Read 180 or something. You know, that's how I felt.
But DJ Brother Z just asked, which, by the way, shout out to DJ Brother Z for doing the intro to the song, or to the show. Zach, I hope you hold
that beat?
Oh, yeah, the beat. But I hope you heard our bars, Zach. And if you didn't, first off, I feel bad for you. But second, make sure you go back and listen.
Yeah, you got to rewind that joint.
No, but DJ Brother Z, he said, don't you think that technology makes it easier now to take the bus or the train? No, Zach, I don't. It doesn't matter, because a lot of people have technology and they don't know how to use it. I am people. And I feel like I think it's more so me thinking like, oh, this is gonna go bad. This sucks. I can't do this. That's why I can't do this, and it goes bad. And it sucks because I'm already in my own head. You know what I'm saying? Whereas the train, I'm like, this is gonna be fine. This is gonna be easy, and then it is, because as we know, thoughts become things. And by the way, for those who thought that the Indiana Pacers were going to be facing the Oklahoma City Thunder in the NBA Finals, that thought sure did become a thing. And guess who we have to thank for this? One guy and one guy only.
It's not me.
No, it's not. It is Paul George. Thank you, Paul George. He was involved in the trades that essentially gave both teams their current rosters. Not literally. And to be honest, I don't remember what it exactly is, what the connected dot is. But I know that at some point when he was with Philly, he went from Indiana to Philly, and then, from Thunder to Indiana to Philly, Indiana to Thunder to Philly, something like that. Regardless, Paul George is the reason why we have the NBA Finals that we do today. My question for y'all, Google it. I don't remember what it is. Google it. But my question for y'all, how do you feel about two small market teams being in the NBA Finals? I want to know from you too, Benjamin. Because let's be honest, the way that New York was going crazy in the conference finals, it would have been lit. I knew, because I know the Pacers very well. We've played them 100 times in the last 2 years. I knew they were going to the finals when they got past us in the first round. The Pacers are very good. They think that they are the underdog team. Absolutely not. The Thunder are definitely the underdogs, and I think Indy is much likelier to win this NBA Finals.
Was there any moment where you said in your mind, oh, Halliburton got this?
Well, not Halliburton. It's the team. It is.
But he's the star, though. He's the star.
But guess who was the Eastern Conference player of the who was the MVP of the Eastern Conference Finals? I'm sorry. Guess who? It wasn't Halliburton. It was Pascal Siakam. So I'm just saying, it's Hallie's team.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want you be biased right here.
I'm not being biased. This is how I really feel. This is not. Let's be very clear, and I'm trying to be nice about this, okay? Yeah, the Gemini gonna get me started. The Pacers are not a one-man team. Like, no offense to Tyrese Halliburton. Shout out to Oshkosh's own. He's not. He don't put that team on his back. I think they all put the team on their back.
Okay, Mel. I get that.
You feel me?
But him as a player,
I never said to myself, "Hallie about to bring this team to the finals."
Because it seemed like he was their clutch player.
Man, what? He was clutch.
A lot of moments.
Oh my gosh. I would argue he is the primary reason why a lot of those games that were not so close ended up being close enough that the Pacers made what they kept calling a monumental, a historical, a never seen before. How many times have they come back? I need y'all to stop making this a big deal. This is what they do. This is what they does, okay? I don't think there is any team in the league right now, and I'm not just saying because they're going to the finals. I don't think there's any team better at comebacks than them, period.
Hey.
And Thunder, OKC, they have a lot of defense. I don't think their offense touches Indiana's. That's just my opinion.
Gotcha.
I think they are way too fast. But the Thunder, they're hungry, they're young, they want it, they have experience. But guess who has more experience? Indiana. Indiana went to the NBA Cup Finals last year, went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. Come on. I think Indy's got it.
So you're going to go with Pacers.
I'm going with Indiana.
People who beat the Bucks.
I am, and it's not because they beat the Bucks. I'm not one of them where I say, oh, because they beat us, they got to win. I promise you I'm not one of them.
Yeah.
I know that they are going to win. I think they are going to win, not I know.
I do believe that they are favored, and I'm feeling this energy out here that a lot of people are rocking.
You think they're favored?
I think they're favored.
Okay.
I think they're favored over OKC.
Like on some they're better, or they just want them to win?
I'm talking about like a pop culture reference. Like,
yeah. It's more popular to root for the Pacers right now.
Very much so.
Okay.
We've seen OKC over the past decade can kind of be a
I
team
feel you, Zach.
To be a team to, would be a formidable opponent.
Yeah.
Go
ahead, formidable.
But it comes down to like Indiana Pacers. We really haven't seen that team do anything in the past like 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Ever since like Reggie Miller had left, I ain't heard nobody talk about the Pacers ever. So now they're in the talks of things, and I think because they got this new fresh energy around them that they're favored to win, and I believe that's one of the reasons they're going to win. And you actually asked, Mel, you had asked, like, how do y'all feeling right now that, a small team, a small market team, two small market teams are actually in the finals, And to be honest with you, I think it's just their time. I think it's their time, and
is that like a universe thing, like as in it's just that season? Like, you don't think it's their time? Like, I want to understand what you mean by that.
I think it's their season. I also believe like we're a small market team, right? And when it was our time to win, we did win. We showed up.
And notice it was us versus Phoenix, another smaller market.
Very, very much so. And I don't know, man. I'm feeling as if, because a lot of times, especially due to marketing and all those types of ideas or whatever, we tend to focus on like the Lakers. We focus on,
of course, the moneymakers.
Yeah,
the Lakers, the Knicks, the Celtics,
the bigger market teams.
The Bulls.
That's traditionally what it has been.
But also the teams that were ruling the NBA for, majority, you know what I mean, for a long time.
Right, and you look towards them to actually win because they typically have, the dollars behind it and they can do all these other things, right? But as they say, art imitates life. Sports does the same thing, and I believe when we're talking about, from an economic standpoint, that's kind of where we're at. We want to see smaller cities. We want to see, smaller populations win. We want to see a Milwaukee become a metropolitan city. And I'm hearing these types of conversations all throughout hip-hop, all throughout pop culture when people are referencing other cities besides in L.A., which L.A. for the past, 5-6 years has started to become uncool to be a part of. People are starting to root for these smaller cities to win, and I believe that's what's happening right now. And that's one of the reasons why smaller market teams have just been winning, So
can I just say too, as someone who has been fortunate enough to experience these different NBA stadiums, those are two of the best fan bases, hands down. There's no question.
Wow.
Like, to your point, smaller market fan bases, they go crazy for their team. I mean, you saw how
Dog, we had like 60,000, 70,000 people out there, way bigger than Coachella and Rolling Loud out there. You know, right there
in Milwaukee.
In Milwaukee.
Come on now.
I really
That's a parking lot we was in. You feel me?
Honestly,
it was in somebody's backyard.
I hope one day, because I know that what happened the year after we had tried to get the finals and what happened with Deer District, but I just would love to recreate the magic that was out there and out here in Milwaukee in 2021. Okay, because that magic from again a fan base standpoint, how the energy was up in Milwaukee.
How is it without a global pandemic? I don't know if it's possible.
Ooh,
you feel me? You feel me? Because remember, it was July. It was the first time we was outside.
Yeah, because the finals was going later in the year. Man.
They didn't even have full fans when we first. Remember, it was like 25% and then 50%, and then everybody could come. You know what I'm saying?
What
so
a
I don't
time
think we
to be alive, bro.
Exactly.
That was history.
Man,
that was history.
All eyes on Milwaukee and Phoenix, and literally all eyes because really the world was just starting to come back too. You know what I'm saying? We were just getting back outside. Like they didn't even know if they're gonna have what they ended up having at that time.
And you're right, because 2020 was the bubble. 2021, we really had just got outside, so we didn't know what was going to happen.
We had no clue. So yeah, it was just different.
Ooh, and it's interesting. I don't want to draw a conspiracy theory out here. I want to draw a conspiracy theory, but to your point, Mel, like how you said, Milwaukee and Phoenix were two small market teams. Here it is, people talking about this new COVID coming up. And look at it. What do you know?
What do you know? Here goes
Two small market teams all over again.
Here goes Ben.
Two small market teams, man. So, I don't want to throw my rabbit hole cap on, but I'm just letting people know, think about it.
Well, I want to let people know how Paul George fits into this. So they're calling it the Paul George butterfly effect. So, Ben, check this. The Thunder traded for Paul George in 2017 to acquire him from the Pacers. The trade allowed them to acquire SGA and Tyrese Halliburton, who are now, hold on. This is not accurate. Oh, wait, no, this is accurate. No, Tyrese went to the Kings. I'm sorry. Y'all, I'm literally reading the AI description, and this is exactly why, we talk about technology, DJ Brother Z. This is exactly why I don't like to always rely on the AI of it all when it comes to Google, because it just be saying anything, literally. Basically, though, the Thunder traded for Paul George, and then at some point they traded Paul George away again, and somehow these two teams ended up with the rosters that they now have. And the funny thing about people saying that, because first off, storylines, you got to find your storylines wherever you can. It really is a cool thing when you do your due diligence and you discover those little connected dots, as I said earlier. But at the end of the day, like Ben was saying, it's all alignment. It's all like divine timing. You know what I'm saying? All these things have to align perfectly in order for you to end up where you are. That's why I think 2021 was so special for us, because, Ben, so many things had to go wrong prior in order for everything to go right. You feel me?
Divine timing.
Man.
Divine timing.
And 50 years after the last chip, I knew we were winning because of that alone.
Right.
I'm like, this is just, it's destiny. I felt it in my soul,
And that's so crazy, man. Destiny. That's typically a name that people pick and, decide to choose for baby names.
It is. I know somebody named Destiny. And you know what? My friend Destiny, shout out to Destiny. She's one of Tyrese Halliburton's best friends.
Oh, for real?
Shout out to Destiny.
I always thought you was talking about a popular bartender.
I am.
Yeah.
That's the same Destiny.
Oh, get out of here.
Yes.
You're lying.
I'm you know what, and I'm not doing that anytime soon. Okay. So yes,
you serious?
I'm very serious.
I'm charging Destiny up.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, Destiny.
Yeah.
They're good friends? Oh,
yes.
Okay.
I probably shouldn't have told Ben that, because knowing Ben, he gonna be like, "Hey, what's up with them tickets, though? Hey, what you doing with them tickets,
I don't care about the Pacers like that.
I just playing. But he be hooking her up. She be sitting courtside. Okay, that's a good friend.
I'm gonna just go ahead and assume that Halliburton didn't hit that.
No.
I'm assuming.
No.
It's okay to assume.
Ben, you and I are friends, and you have never hit that.
What?
No, don't what? Don't try to make people think twice.
I didn't say nothing. What?
But even you say, wait, what?
that was my mind trying to catch up.
I know. I'm just kidding.
That's all.
But you're implying because a man and a woman are friends. He must have. No, Ben. No, Ben.
But I'm gonna assume it though.
Okay, that's fine.
I got the right to assume.
You can assume, but I'm going to tell you no.
I just being a little messy. That's
I know
all.
you are.
That's
you can't
all.
help it.
It might be something underneath there, though.
Oh, my God.
I ain't seen her here in like 2 weeks.
Oh, because she's kicking it in Indiana. No, but for the record, she's friends with both Hallie. I almost called him Tally. Hallie and his girlfriend. And I've met the girlfriend, and she is lovely. Shout out to Jade. She's lovely. Yeah. But anyway.
Everybody got their preferences.
Everyone has their preferences. You mentioned the name Destiny. Shout out to Des. I wonder if her ears are ringing right now.
They could be.
They probably are. And they're probably, you know what? Let me stop.
I'm pull up on her.
I bet you are. But Ben, he mentioned the baby names, and I don't know if y'all saw this. USA Today put out an article yesterday, saying these are the 10 baby names that are banned in the U.S., and I wanted to bring it up because I thought these names were egregious. Like, this isn't normally something that I'm really super interested in talking about because baby names, who cares? But when I read the names, I was like, first off, who is the committee? Who is the USA baby naming committee that decided that these names are not okay? So first off, New Zealand has banned 40 names, and the people who do theirs, Ben, it's their Department of Internal Affairs. Why? What do y'all have to do with baby names? I just want to, clearly it's a governmental thing, but I just want to know, why? And by the way, Ben, because I was asking you earlier, apparently these names have been ruled illegal by U.S. courts. So apparently a bunch of judges got together and decided together. But
I don't like it.
I don't either. So the 10 names are King, Queen, Jesus Christ, which is actually so funny. I'm sorry. The Roman numeral number 3. So just Santa Claus, Majesty. So apparently they don't like royal names, Ben. Adolf Hitler. That one I agree with. Messiah, which, I mean, I know it's another name for Jesus Christ, but I promise, I know a few people named Messiah. I've never been like, Lord? I've never thought of the Messiah when I said Messiah. I don't know why, but for some reason, out of all of these, Messiah seems like both a name and our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So I don't know. As in the at symbol. So I don't know who named their baby at, but I want to know how you pronounce it. And you're not allowed to do that anymore. And then the last one is 1069, which I thought was hilarious because that is a government work document. Isn't that like you need your 1069 for X? You know what I mean?
1099.
Wait, but isn't 1069 like that? Hold on. Well, I don't know if I trust Google anymore. What is a 1069?
And that's why I felt some type of way. I mean, that's not why I felt some type of way.
Oh, it's a police code.
1069?
I'm not the op, so I wouldn't know.
I wonder what the police code is.
It's police code means clear to copy transmission. Still don't know what that means. Clear Interpretation against grantor.
Copy transmission. Oh, something like this right there. No, it's okay to record this.
Oh.
1069, Truth Nation. 1069.
Oh, wow.
1069.
But why is that?
Did you hear that?
Why is that?
Trauma.
What? Right. Cover your ears. Why is that? I'm being serious. So, okay, I'm going down the list one more time. King, Queen, Jesus Christ, Roman numeral number 3, Santa Claus, Majesty, Adolf Hitler, Messiah, the at symbol, and 1069.
I'm not gonna lie, Mel. Really, when they said Roman numeral 3,
that's petty.
Well, it is petty, but I also thought about Kendrick Lamar, and you said Roman numeral 7, baby, drop it like it's hot, and I'm like, dang, they trying to get at Kendrick?
Wait, what?
You know, he says Roman numeral 7, baby, drop it like it's hot.
But then it would have been the Roman numeral, but regardless, it's still in the same. I got you. I'm picking up what you're throwing down. I got you.
And then, truthfully, Truth Nation, when this list did come out, I felt personally attacked because if anybody know anything about me, all right, for at least the past decade, okay, for the past decade, I had my daughter's name picked out. I'm like, when I have a daughter, I'm gonna name my daughter Queen. All right,
I was going to say, let me find out it was going to be Adolf.
Nah,
come on, Ben.
Come on now.
I just kidding.
My daughter, Adolf?
Oh, true.
Well, I mean, we're gender fluid now, right? It's okay. No, non-binary names. All right. But no, Queen, I was going to name my daughter Queen.
I love the name Queen.
Yeah, I just thought it was beautiful, and I could always call her Queen, and eventually somewhere in her head, when she does grow up, she'll present herself like that. She'll start off as a princess. I may call her princess or something, but I'll call her Queen, so either way it goes, I've already figured my work workarounds. I've already figured my workarounds.
What's it gonna be?
Because Truth Nation, you can't hold a real one back.
No,
you can't hold a real one down, all right? Because I'm more creative than y'all. America, okay, you forgot I was a black man? All right, no. You know what? Truth Nation, I was like, you know what? I'm still going to name or pronounce my daughter's name as Queen.
There it is.
But I'm going to invent a symbol for my name.
Not a symbol.
For her name.
Okay.
She's going to be a symbol. I'm going to turn her name into a symbol, and the symbol's going to be pronounced Queen.
I love that.
That's what I'm going with.
It's giving the artist formerly known as Prince, and I love it.
Hey.
But I just want to know, why can Elon Musk in what's her name? Grimes, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Why can they name their kid, the equation for E equals MC squared? Like, I just want to understand that. I literally don't get it. You know why? Because it was before this came out. It's their fault. I blame Elon.
Damn.
I blame Elon.
Damn, look at Doge.
I do.
Doge is stripping everything.
That's crazy.
Doge is stripping everything.
Is that who's doing it though?
I don't know. I'm just
it's U.S. courts. It's the courts. So who knows what that means?
Well, like they said, they were off it's for the Department of Government Efficacy. Okay, and if they felt like they didn't need those names anymore,
but why?
They strip them.
That was going to be my next question to you, Ben. So obviously we know why Adolf Hitler, and I agree with it. But also, just sidebar.
I mean, honestly, anybody named Adolf, I always look at bad. Like,
I know.
Get out of my face.
I know. Did you know that the creator of Adidas was an Adolf? But that was from.
It is a German company. Woo.
It's true, and his brother was Pumas.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it is what it is.
It's a brother company. But anyway, I was going to ask you, Ben, sidebar, do you think the last name Hitler, because that was his last name, do you think there are still any Hitlers? I don't even want to know. But like, for real, what if you were biologically, oh gosh, what if you were like a biological bloodline Hitler? I would change my name. I would literally change. I would be like, the rest of the family ain't about to take this on. We're done. That's it. It's over.
Allegedly, Hitler didn't have any kids.
No, I know
allegedly, some of his family did survive.
But no, I know.
And changed their names.
There it is.
And,
so you already went down this rabbit hole.
Some of them live in South America, in Brazil.
Oh, you really went down the rabbit hole.
Oh yeah, I definitely did.
I should have known.
A lot of. Actually, if you go to South America, there is a lot of Nazi influence down there.
That's so random.
Well, it's because when they got kicked out of Germany or whatever, or they had to flee Germany, I should say, a lot of them went down to South America, and they started to populate down there and do things like that. A lot of the not just soldiers, but the captains, generals, and again, they even say that Hitler actually got a chance to get out there, and the body that they found for Hitler wasn't Hitler's body. It was some, other person's body who looked like him. It was a stunt double, so to speak. And then he forced his girlfriend or wife at the time to take the poison so she wouldn't know what happened.
The girlfriend.
Yeah, they were demonic.
He was messed up. He shot his dog. Like, it was a whole. He said, all y'all that I love gonna die, and then me last, so I can make sure y'all are dead first. It's horrible. It's horrible.
Horrible. People like that deserve to never have been born.
I understand why you said that. Okay, I'm gonna move past it. I get it. No, I hear you. I'm just, no, we're here. We're here. Don't worry, we're here. I'm actually surprised. I was gonna ask you, did you watch the Osama bin Laden manhunt documentary on Netflix? So good if you haven't.
Okay, no, I never watched it.
It's a 3-part. It just came out. It came out like a week or two ago, maybe. Really good. Highly recommend it for all of y'all. Highly recommend it. It's Osama bin Laden manhunt, U.S. manhunt, whatever it was. It's on Netflix. Really, really good. Ben, it's just like the movies. It's exactly what you think they had to do to get him. I did not know it was that extreme. I did not know that they really talked that way. Like, I'm telling you, they said stuff like, I want his head on a platter. Click. But like, no.
What?
Literally.
That's how the government really be talking.
That's how they really be talking, dog. Like, I did not know y'all got down like that. But I was going to say, hey, y'all should watch it if you haven't. Genuinely, I recommend it. It's very emotional because, of course, it starts with the 2 towers hitting, and they show that raw footage, so that's just always hard to watch. So just give you a trigger warning there. But the 9/11 portion is primarily in the first episode. From then on, it's just all about how do we get him. And it's fascinating, if you haven't read about it, exactly how they found him and the people who were with him.
Yeah.
Because he had, like, his family. He had his children. Ben, I didn't know he had, like, small children that were with him. Like, he had kids. He had a family, a wife and kids living with him in this underground bunker with other families. I'm like, so you putting all them at risk? Anyway, he killed, thousands of people. So, of course, he doesn't care.
Are they kids if they're ready to kill you?
Well, I don't think I think the kids were innocent. I think they were literally like, we're riding on our little tricycles like kids. No, I'm not even kidding you.
Okay, I'll throw this out there because I have some people in the military. And they have definitely been
seen combat.
They've seen combat and they've been bruised, all right, from combat and certain things that they had to do. But a lot of times when we think of kids over here in America, like you just said, Mel, you're thinking about
you're
that
right.
kid in a tricycle.
Childhood here is not what it is elsewhere.
Not at all.
You're
you
right.
got 5-year-olds and 6-year-olds with AK strapped to their assault military rifles and weapons ready to take you out.
No, you're right. And they're born like being trained to do those kind of things. No, you're right.
Sure.
You're right.
So I know some soldiers who had to do some things to children, some kids. They talked about how the military will actually break you to be able to do those types of things, like kill puppies.
You have to
kill puppies, break their necks and stuff like that to get that up out of you.
Right.
It's crazy what you have to do to the mental psyche.
I believe you. Unfortunately,
it's an unfortunate event, but it's also unfortunate that our government talks like that during situations.
But when you kill our own, all bets off. So I hate to say it, Ben. I have never felt more American than I felt watching that documentary.
Really?
I said it.
Okay.
It's like that. It made me like. I almost raised an American flag. You feel like
in the USA.
I'm so serious, Ben, because I never saw it from that perspective. Did you know? Fun fact, not so fun fact. After 9/11 is actually when you started seeing this all of a sudden surplus of American flags and just like, all America, go America type things.
It's true.
But it's because we had to unify. And now, of course, the whole idea of America is so twisted. It's not what it was post 9/11. That's not the America we're trying to go back to. They're trying to go back to some... I mean, I don't want to go there.
Really, it's going to be a surveillance state. That's what's happening.
We're already there. But my point was, it makes you feel very, very close to like I don't know, just like American soil.
American.
It makes you feel really American. It makes you feel close to your people, your country. That's what I meant to say. It makes you feel proud of your country. So even though you say, oh, it's hard to believe they talk like that, like it made you proud because look at what he did to us. You feel me? He did this to us.
But okay, I want to throw this out there. Because a lot of people will go on to say that,
say it.
He was framed.
No.
He was framed.
That's why you got to watch the documentary. You got to watch it.
Well, okay. Well,
they answer those questions.
Some people would. Sure, they're going to answer it in the documentary, Mel.
Ben.
They're going to say that Osama bin Laden, the reason why we had to take him out, because America needed a boogeyman. 9/11 happened so we could feel more proud to be an American and unify as a nation, so then they could usher in the idea of more security and we become a surveillance state over time. Weapons of mass destruction was never found.
Watch the documentary. I understand why you feel this. I understand why you feel that way. We'll have to talk shop next week because you got to watch it. Because I hear you. Whenever we next do the show. But I got you. Right. Hey, again, hey. No. All those things. I used to think the same way. I used to think maybe it was right. Whatever. When I tell you. America talks about America. Like I'm saying, when the 9/11 Commission report came out, I have a copy of it in my library. They basically said they were bogus for releasing that because that's not true. Like they talk about themselves. So you'll understand. Like they go deep. They talk to the CIA. They talk to the people who are actually there, who like literally had to say goodbye to their families.
How do you know they weren't paid actors? It's on Netflix.
I believe it. And there's people who are like hidden in the dark. Like they don't want their identity to be known.
That's what's supposed to happen.
See, Ben is too much of a conspiracy theorist.
It's supposed to happen.
You gotta watch it. Everything you say doesn't matter until you watch it. No offense.
Okay, to kind of like bridge the gap in between all these ideas.
Oh, I have to say something, by the way. Don't let me forget. It's about the baby names.
Yeah, well, I was about to bring up baby names.
Yeah, because that's why I brought this up. Yeah, well, I was going to say, I'm surprised Osama bin Laden's not on the list. That's all I was going to say.
Okay, well, you know what? You know what's so crazy, Mel?
Yeah.
I had always thought this, and I never spoke this out loud. This is one of them thoughts that Benjamin always had kept to himself. But I was so surprised that, for the solid 11 years or whatever have you, or whatever, on the 8th year, we are fighting against this boogeyman named Osama bin Laden, and we elect a president named Barack Hussein.
I knew you were going to
Obama.
say that. I knew you were going to. But that's why they were trying to say he wasn't from here, Ben. Remember that? That was the whole thing, dog.
I mean, it's just.
It's not his fault he was born Barack Hussein.
Yeah, but you playing with America's psyche at that point.
No, for sure. But that's not his. That's on his mama and his daddy and God.
But how much do you think
talk
that
to
helps?
Jesus Christ and Messiah, and you know what? Add Santa to the list. Talk to them about it.
But how much do you think that actually helped Obama win, though? You know what I'm saying? Like in the psyche of Americans at the time, it's like we electing this black man whose name is Barack Hussein Obama.
That would have made it harder for him to win.
But that's what I'm saying. Like
so it makes it all the more impressive, I think.
Okay,
Man, you better watch this documentary before you keep going down this rabbit hole.
I'm gonna watch the documentary,
Please do.
but I've always questioned that.
For sure.
That. But like, Santa Claus and Messiah and Jesus Christ.
Okay,
and
so
King
Santa.
and Queen.
Let's talk about Santa for just one quick sec. Why? It's not even Santa Claus. It's just Santa. How you gonna tell somebody they can't name their kid? Oh, it is Santa Claus. How you gonna tell some kid that they can't be named Santa Claus? It is Santa, like the concept of Santa Claus, is it that ingratiated in American culture and society that literally no child is allowed? You know what I'm saying, Ben?
Mm-hmm.
What about the parents who don't teach their children about Santa Claus? What about people who are Jewish and don't believe that Jesus Christ has come? What about people who are atheists, which we need to talk? But what about people who don't believe in these things that are on this list? Right. And why king and queen and was it dynasty? Oh, majesty. What y'all got about, like, they got something against the royal family because I'm sorry, but king, queen, and majesty. What's wrong with the name Majesty?
Doesn't pretty normal to me.
But doesn't T.I. have a kid named Majesty? Am I crazy?
No, he has a son named King. He has a son named King who's actually like 21 or something now.
He the one that's a rapper.
He light skinned.
Oh, he's
on light skin activities.
Okay, I couldn't remember which one he was. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he the worst kind of light skin too because he got big lips and his lips is pink. So he really light skinned. His lips is pink. But when they talk about the name King and Queen and Majesty, they say that these are seen as official titles, not names. So you telling me I can't name my son Mr.? You know what I'm saying? Madame.
I mean, those names aren't on there.
But that's an official title, though. Mr. is a prefix.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mrs. is a prefix.
Yeah.
Or Miss is a prefix. Doctor is a prefix.
Right.
I don't see that on here.
That's true, actually. That's true. But that's the thing. I want to know because I'm the type where you can give me the rules, but like explain them to me. Right. Help me understand why we came to that rule.
Because I mean, I guess as I already kind of foreshadowed or whatever, I'm a rule breaker. Okay, I'll figure out the rules and I'll break the rules.
You're a Gemini, we know.
Yeah. This is what I do. I've been doing it my whole life. So just like I told y'all before, they may be saying they can't Benjamin, you can't name your daughter Queen.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I already got my workaround though. Like I said, I'm inventing a symbol for my daughter.
Period.
All right, and I will still call her Queen. That is how you will address and pronounce her name as Queen. But she is a symbol now. So hey, you got to take that.
Do you think?
And actually, the symbol will be like Queen Hooks. That's what it is. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say to you, do you think that what if you try to name him that and it's spelled phonetically? Like Queen could be Kween.
It wouldn't even hit the same.
It wouldn't hit the same.
I thought about that, but then because if I name her that, then it just ruins the energy towards her name.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying?
Then it's like Queen.
Yeah, it's just hood as hell now. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna be like, what the hell? Like get out my class. She belongs in one of them.
What the hell, Burden?
Yeah, what the hell?
Sorry.
But I also said though, so her name is going to be Queen. Yeah. But really, when she's a kid, I'm gonna call her Queenie. That's what I'm gonna call her Queenie.
That.
Yeah, I was watching American Horror Story, and
yes, that's Coven.
Yeah, in the Coven, that's what they call it.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite season.
Yeah, that is a lot of women's favorite season from that TV series.
We love anything about witches.
Interesting.
I'm serious. It feels real.
Y'all must resonate. You can relate.
I said what I said.
Yeah, you got it.
Ravenclaw.
That's how you. Yeah, look at all that stuff. Look at you transforming right now.
You see it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see it?
It's happening. It's happening. But yeah, man, it's interesting that they wanted to ban these names, but really it's not gonna hold a real one down. Mind you, so were you impacted by this at all? Do you ever got any baby
Yes,
names?
of course I'm impacted by this. Now I want to name my kid all of these except for Adolf. I want to name my kids all of these because I'm kind of like you. Like if you tell me I want to go against the grain, you tell me I can't. Now I want to. It's giving freedom of speech. I don't understand. And I wonder if I name my kid this, let's say the hospital don't catch it.
Yeah.
So 16 years later, when my kid is trying to get her driver's license and the government, kind of is flagged, are you gonna make me change her name? Like, what's up?
Right.
Do all the hospitals have a list of like you can't name them this names?
That's a good question.
Like, can you name your kid a body part, elbow? I mean, I'm really wondering, like, how far are we taking this list of names? Let them do whatever they want.
Gallbladder.
I just want to know. Herpes. What if you named your kid that? I'm just saying, yeah, I went there. Gross. But I'm saying, like, how far do we go with telling you can't, use a certain name, or like, is it just
medulla oblongata?
Is it just these specific names, or are we now saying, all right, if anything falls under this umbrella, it's foul. You can't do it.
Then let me ask you this now. Let me ask you this. If the names that you want to name your child, right, are all banned. They're all banned in the future from here on out. They're all banned, right?
I'm gonna name my kid Band.
Hey, what if that band is banned? You know what I'm saying? What if band is banned, y'all? But no,
Band. That's not a cute
would
name.
you consider having a at-home birth then? So you could control that process.
Oh, I think you still have to register your kid. I think the U.S. has to know that your child exists. Like, I think it's illegal to not tell them that you have
Well, eventually they got to get, go through the processes. But at first, the first day, 2 days, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Would you consider an at-home birth?
I mean, yeah, but at some point they gonna know.
Or I mean, because you never know. They got all these things at your at the whim of your tips of your fingers and stuff. Maybe you be able to.
I was gonna say they'll know.
Just register them. Take a picture of them when they come out.
Right.
Take a picture, upload
They'll
it.
know. Because that's actually a good point. Like, for people who do at-home births,
Yeah.
do you call somebody? Hey, he's out.
Go to Social Security offices.
Yeah, because you have to register a Social Security number, and I'm pretty sure it's illegal to not say if your child has been born.
But if that was the case, would you consider at-home birth? You never say yes or no.
Oh.
Like, if you could control the whole process from at home, would you just rather do that?
No, because you know what I mean? I'm scared. I got too much anxiety.
You do.
It's okay. You didn't have to agree so quickly. You could have sat on it for a second. Could have paused.
That's not what anxiety does. Anxiety rushes.
Man, well, yes, it does. Oh my! Like, I have anxiety thinking about it. I'm still thinking about the bus.
Yeah.
But no, I have too much anxiety.
You can hop on the bus and just look out the window.
No,
I'm telling you, you'll be okay.
No. I took the hop and I almost puked. I had to get off.
You probably went to the hop, did the hop and went nowhere. All right.
I hopped around a little bit.
I truly, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm starting to realize, because I got an idea to be president in 2052. I'm starting to realize how important transportation is to the economy of an entire city. Like, I'm starting to realize that, like, the cities that are actually truly developed for the industrial industry, trains a little bit everywhere. It moves a bit faster than a city that has no trains or no buses. Very interesting. But if people don't have no names to actually utilize,
right?
Oh my God,
right?
Is everybody just gonna be Benjamin one day?
Right.
Everybody gonna be a Melanie one day?
Probably.
Jeez.
Very popular name.
Donald J. Trump, is that gonna be the only name you could pick?
Guaranteed it'll be on the ban list one day.
Because if they're stripping money from all of the programs and they're stripping people of the names that they can use, then what else will they not do?
What do we have left, Ben?
Yeah, it's true.
They're already stripping away our rights.
True.
No, it's true.
Yeah.
It is true.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm probably going to name my first kid Santa Claus. Do something. Mess with me.
And you probably could get away with it though, right? Like, because I remember, because one of my favorite movies, and actually my favorite time of the year is Christmas. All right, I really love Christmas. I love Christmas, and watched every Santa Claus movie there was to know about. All right, I love Santa Claus. Well, with all the Tim Allens, I should say, with all the Tim 1, 2, and 3, and I watched the Disney series as well because I love it. Just
I didn't know they had a Santa Claus Disney series.
Yeah, it's on Disney Plus. But it got a little dicey because people didn't like the religious pokes they used to do. One of the episodes they called Santa Satan, because if you move the letters
people been
around,
doing that for years.
But it's Disney, so Disney doing it makes it look like the Illuminati one part of your body. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you possibly could get away with it though, Mel, if you just name your child Santa, right?
Speaking of, what if I named him Satan? Sorry, or Devil?
You probably could get away with that too.
But, like, why is that not on the list? Okay, I'm sorry.
It's true. I mean,
there's so many names that should be on this list.
I think Lucifer's still out there. I think there's somebody who call himself Lucius or something.
Or like a-hole. Like, I mean, I'm serious. All the curse words. Like, How are those not on this list? But Santa Claus, the most innocent figure that ever has figured, is on the list. Make it make sense. I mean, really, though.
It's the Santa Claus.
What's y'all problem with Santa Claus? Actually really bothers me.
Or what if you name them the Santa Claus? You know, and they're like the clause is actually a clause in the contract.
Or what if your last name is Claus and you name him Santa?
That's a good workaround. You know, and that's what I'm talking about.
And you can change your last name.
That's true. It's true. You could change your last name just to stick it to the man.
Yes, you could.
You thought Santa Claus was only going to be mentioned in December? Nah.
Think again.
Yeah, you got to think again, man. You got to think again.
Ben said it's Gemini season.
Yeah, it really is, man. So we'll worry about that in the next 6 months. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
We'll worry about Santa Claus and all that in the next 6 months.
No.
But right now, you know, the next 30 hours, actually 29 hours and counting.
Oh, boy.
28 hours and counting.
Ben's like a kid. Like when you say, like, how old are you? He's like, I'm 32 and 3/4.
Yeah. I done made it this far, God. Thank you.
Oh, I love that.
Thank you.
Well, Benjamin, happy early birthday to you.
Yes.
It's up.
Yes.
I hope you have so much fun at the Kendrick Lamar concert.
Yes, I will.
I know you will.
And truly, I'm going to have a good time that whole day because honestly, as soon as 12 a.m. to the midnight strikes the clock, Lil Wayne comes on my watch.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm finna be Weezy the F out.
Yes, you are.
Okay, for the majority of Friday, then I'm going to be listening to Kendrick Lamar for the night. And shout out to
I love that for you. I love that for you.
Yes. Thank you, God. I love you, Lord.
Well, shout out to God.
Yes.
Shout out to Jesus Christ, Santa Claus, Queen, King. Go down the list.
My future baby.
Not if the government has anything to do with it. No, I'm just kidding. Because it is giving the artist formerly known as Prince. You can use any symbol, just don't use the @ symbol. And we know that Ben is outside. Milwaukee, we know that you're outside. And the reason why is because summers in Milwaukee, truly, it's nonstop. Festivals, live music, Benjamin's birthday, Fresh City vibes. Fill the season. From world-famous cultural celebrations to hidden gem street fairs, every neighborhood is a stage alive with handcrafted traditions, homegrown talent, and world-class entertainment. Music, flavor, culture. Whenever you visit, the Cream City is ready to celebrate. This summer, don't just visit. Make sure you experience Milwaukee, the city of festivals. Visit Milwaukee. Homegrown, world-class. We appreciate every single one of you. Somebody said they're going to be singing happy birthday to you on Friday. So, Ben, prepare yourself. I love that for you. Lana Banana. Shout out to Lana. Shout out to Lana. Lana Banana. All right, and shout out to every single one of you. It's Benjamin's birthday weekend, so make sure y'all turn up for him. Make sure you turn up for me, too, because you know what, Ben? I'm an extension of you at this point. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it.
You're a part of me.
I didn't say all that. I said extension. That means I exist on the outside. But you know, we'll talk about that. Make sure you watch. Make sure you watch Manhunt, Osama bin Laden Manhunt, whatever it was called on Netflix. Sorry, I don't know the exact title. Highly recommend it. Y'all will love it when you watch it. Ben, we got to talk about it.
I just want to say this too. Hip hop is so powerful.
Yes, it is.
That the man who shot Osama bin Laden may not have even shot Osama bin Laden if he was not listening to Red Nation by The Game and who else? Do you know, Mel?
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about the man who shot Osama bin Laden.
Like the literal man who shot him? The soldier? The CIA guy, whatever. Yeah. Well, former.
Osama bin Laden was listening to Red Nation.
I did not know this, no.
By The Game and Lil Wayne.
I did not know that.
That's a fact.
They didn't say that in the documentary.
It's publicly out there.
Why did they say it in the documentary? It's probably on the cutting room floor.
Probably so. Probably so.
Like
Red Nation.
That's good to know. Now I know what I'm going to listen to.
Hip-hop took it that far.
Wow.
All right.
Hey, proud to be American.
Yeah.
At least when I watch the documentary. All right, everybody. All right. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. Thank you so much for tuning in to Nothing But the Truth with Melanie Ricks. We'll see you next week. Bye.